Hey, you guys. Great morning, great morning. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Yes, let me go ahead and disconnect. All right. Listen, y'all come on in. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Come on in. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. We get ready to talk about it because listen, it's time for us to be able to move forward and let some stuff go. So go ahead, share the broadcast. Let me know when you shared so that I can go ahead and we can get this party started because guess what? It's going down today. Great morning, April. How are you, gorgeous? Hey, sissy. How are you? Yes. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm trying to get my little hair to act right, honey. Listen. Make sure you share the broadcast. Once you shared, let me know. Thank you so much, April, for sharing. Yes. Because, yeah, we finna talk about it. Let me go ahead and share, y'all. I'm going to be off screen for just a minute, but I'm sharing. So I'll be right back. Hey, Stacy, how are you? So y'all hold on for just a minute. Hey, cousin, how are you? Great morning, Stacy. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this because I want to go ahead and have time to really be able to share my heart in this. Listen. So as we've been studying saboteurs, which are the root of your self-sabotaging behaviors, those things that you do that prevent you from maximizing your life, achieving at your best performance, all of those things. So as we've been studying that, the research shows that it takes three positive things to outweigh one negative. Three positive things to outweigh one negative. I want y'all to listen. Hey, Christina, how are you, gorgeous? It takes three positive things to outweigh one negative. So check this out. I want to talk to y'all about allowing a lot of negative things and people in your life. Listen, when people are talking to you and they're saying negative stuff, for every one negative thing they say, it's got to be countered with three positive thoughts for every one negative thing someone says. One negative thing. You got to counter it with three positive things. So why are y'all allowing these folks to speak all this negative over your life? Why would you stay connected to the negativity? And I'm going to be real frank with you guys, right? I'm going to be real frank with you, real upfront with you guys. I'm in a season of my life where if all you have is negative stuff to say, I ain't really trying to mess with you. I ain't trying to mess with you. I ain't trying to hang with you. I ain't trying to have a lot of conversation with you. Really, truly, and honestly, my conversation is probably going to be pretty surface, right? Because that negative mindset, and it is a mindset, and you will notice that people who are negative are not just negative about you, they negative about everything. Those people are poison. So you've got poison in your life, poison in your system, and you won't remove the poison. For example, if you get bit by a snake, right? If you get bit by a snake, that poison has to be removed from your body. The venom, because that's what it is. Oh my God. Listen, that venom is designed to kill you. If you don't remove the venom, you'll experience a slow death. Okay. So you're wondering why some stuff is not going right in your life. It's not going well in your life. It's because you've allowed venom to stay in your bloodstream. You've allowed people to spew venom at you, about you, your situation, your circumstances, and other people. And now you're surprised that the venom is negatively impacting your life. No, It's time to get rid of the negative. It's time to get rid of the negative. And sometimes it's more challenging to get rid of the negative than others, but it's a necessity because you can't live in that. You can't live in that. You cannot live your best life. You cannot create the life that you desire if you allow negative, if you allow venom to come into your life. And guess what? If someone is bringing venom into your life, what does that mean? Huh? What does that mean? Who produces venom? What produces venom? Y'all tell me what produces venom. Let me know. Let me know what produces venom. Hey, Kareen, how are you, gorgeous? What produces venom? Y'all talk to me this morning. Where does venom come from? So then why are you surprised when the snake bites you? Right. Right, y'all. Right. Why are you surprised when the snake bites you? Let me tell you something about venom. Venom for snakes is designed as a survival oh God, you dropping them today. You dropping them. Venom is designed as a protection mechanism. It is designed to protect the snake, to be able to allow the snake to survive, to eat, all of those things, right? Now, listen, that's its job for the snake, right? So when the venom goes into the prey, whether it is to protect the snake or to provide the snake with food, right? Its purpose is to paralyze. Shebedo Kosha. Listen, its job is to paralyze that thing that it bit, to paralyze it so it can't move, to paralyze it so that it can go ahead and wrap itself around it and like squeeze the life out of it, to paralyze it. So why do you think people who spew venom, what do you think the purpose of the venom is? To paralyze you. It wants to paralyze you. It wants to keep you stuck, stagnant, unable to move forward. For what purpose though? So that it can wrap itself around you, squeeze the life out of you, and destroy you. There's no other reason for venom to be spewed into you than to destroy you. Whether it is conscious or unconscious, the effect remains the same. And I would wager that it's never really unconscious. It's never unconscious. People know what they're doing. People know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know. They already know. And usually when that venom comes, it is an automatic reaction. So what is it an automatic reaction to? Hate? They hate you. I know y'all don't want to believe people hate you, but it's some folks that hate you. They can't stand you. They can't stand you. They despise you. I know. Listen, y'all don't want to hear this though. Y'all don't want to hear this. Listen, there are people who hate you. Pay attention to what people do and say, because what I'm going to tell you is this. They will let you know how they feel about you. You can rationalize it. You can try to make it make sense. You can do all of that stuff. But listen, 9 times out of 10, when people say slick-ish, it's because they really hate you. I'm not talking about they don't like you. I'm talking about they hate you. They hate you. They hate you. They hate you. They want you destroyed. They hate you. They may not even understand why they hate you, right? All they know is they can't stand you. It's a level of despising. It's a level of despising that you be like, well, why you hate me like that? Listen, they hate you. You ain't got to understand why they hate you. Know that they hate you and move accordingly. Address them accordingly. Handle them accordingly. Don't be acting like you don't know the people. You don't know they hate you. They hate you. They hate you. Hate. Y'all may say hate is a strong word. I mean it. Venom is strong. It kills you, right? Kareem said, I know, and there are people who hate you but don't realize they hate you, if that makes sense. Absolutely. They're so caught up in a delusion. They're like, no, I don't hate you. Yes, you do. Everything that you're doing says hate. Everything that you're saying says hate. What is the point? What is the point of what you just did? What is the point of what you just said? What is the point of your movements? You hate me. And you think I don't know you hate me. No, you hate me. I don't have to hate you to recognize your hate and to say, I'm going to pull back, because what I'm not going to do is allow myself to be destroyed by your hate. Nah, I can love you and not mess with you like that. I love you though, but I'm not messing with you like that because you hate me. You hate me. And it's so funny because it's so strange who people hate and why people hate. Like, why? Why are you so angry? Why is this so important to you? Why is this such a big deal to you? Like, I don't know. I'm at a point in my life. Listen, I ain't got to like what nobody does. I ain't got to like it. I ain't got to agree with it. Right. Listen, if it don't, feed me, clothe me, like what, it's not my business. Listen, I don't have time. So, even when it comes to my children, I don't try to dictate my children's life. Let me tell you what I've learned. What I've learned is people are going to make decisions. Everybody has their journey to take. And it's not my job to control your journey. In fact, if I'm trying to control your journey, it's really normally based out of me wanting to control my journey and feeling like I need to control everything around me, which is a saboteur. Like, it's a self-sabotaging behavior. You can't live your best life, create the life that you desire, and get to where you want to be when you're trying to control everything and everyone around you. You cannot. Why? You're too busy controlling, so you can't see far enough into the future in order to produce that which you desire. Stop trying to control people. Stop it, I say. Stop it. It's not effective. It's not healthy. It's going to frustrate you. You're good. Listen, stop doing it, right? Because what you do then is you don't allow yourself to thrive because you're constantly in survival mode, trying to control what's going on with everybody else. Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with you. That's your business. Now, what I have something to do with is how it affects me. Now, when it affects me, I get the opportunity to make a decision whether or not I'm going to be a part, participate. Am I going to be connected to it? I get to decide that, right? I can't make you not do it because that's your life. That's your choice. You choose what you choose. I'm not going to be dictated by it. I can't tell you what to listen to, but I know what I'm going to listen to. I don't have to argue with you about what you listen to because it's not what I listen to. Like, what you listen to is your business, right? What I listen to is mine. So when we understand that when we're on this journey called life, listen, these saboteurs, these things that worked for us when we were children, that protected us so that we could get to the point where we could hold on, let me get the word right. Let me say it right. So that we can procreate. After that, they start working against you. So you're living your life in these self-sabotaging behaviors, wondering why your life is not going anywhere, frustrated by the fact that, other people are moving, other people are going, other people are doing, other people are growing, other people's lives are changing, and you're stuck where you're stuck. You can't be mad at people because you stuck. You can't be mad at people because you mad. Make it make sense to me. No, don't make it make sense. I'm a firm believer that when you understand insanity, it is an indication that you two are insane. Who can understand insanity? Because insanity doesn't make sense. It's doing the same thing, expecting different results. That's why I'm in a season of my life where I'm not trying to be funny. I know y'all may think I'm trying to be funny. I'm not. 111, y'all. 111. Y'all write that down. Somebody look that up. I'm at a point in my life where I'm not trying to be around miserable people, and nor am I trying to allow people's miserableness to flow over onto me. I am not. I refuse. Listen, you ain't got to like it. You ain't got, When it comes to my life, you ain't gotta like my life. You ain't gotta like my choices. You ain't gotta agree with nothing that I say or nothing that I do. Don't be on my page. Don't add your comments. Keep your commentary to yourself. It's your prerogative to have commentary. Like you can have thoughts about what's going on in my life. But listen, I don't know how you got so much time to be thinking about what's going on in my life, what's going on in your life. Like, I don't have time to be consumed with what's going on in someone else's life, not even my children. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Because my children are at the point where they are adults and they make decisions. Listen, they got to make decisions. I'm here to support them, to provide them guidance when requested. But when it's not requested, it is not my place to just be all in their business. I've had to learn the very hard way that it does not work well. It doesn't. If people don't want your advice, don't give it, because you're going to be mad when they don't take it. They didn't ask for it, And even if they ask for it, if they don't take it, I stop giving it. Listen, if you ask me for my advice, if you say, well, what do you think I should do? And I tell you, and you do something that I say, I don't know if that's the best idea, because this may happen, and it happens. And then you say, oh, this happened and I don't know why it happened. I'm just going to look at you. I don't have commentary. I'm not going to say, I told you. I'm not going to go through all that 1, 2, 2, y'all. 1, 2, 2. I'm not going to do that. You know why? For what? For what? For what? Really, I'm in a place in my life where some stuff I just don't even respond to. Like, it's not worth an argument to me, especially if it's not something that is significant, y'all. We spend too much time trying to control other people's lives instead of living our own. Honey, I got too much life to live, honey. I got too much going on in my own life to be consumed with what's going on in your life. But what I will not do is allow a lot of negative in my life. If you speaking negative, I'm probably not going to be talking to you. Because what? For what? For you to say more negative-ish. And I'm going to tell you something. You really find out how people feel about you. And listen, this can be family, friends, business associates, people in the church. This can be people on the street. Listen, you really find out how people feel about you and what people think about you when you go through something or you do something they don't agree with. That's when you find out. That's when you find out. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to agree with your decision, but what I'm not going to do, and I'm just talking about me, what I'm not going to do is make you feel some type of way about your decision. I'm not doing that. That's your choice. I ain't got to, well, why didn't you this? Or why did you listen, that you did what you did. And whatever you did that consciously. You did that based on something. It's rooted somewhere. It's coming from something. Now, it's your job to figure out where that's coming from, right? Unless, of course, you're doing my retreat or you're in one of my classes, then I'm going to ask the tough questions, because what you've done is you've said, I want you to help me overcome, help me to identify, help me to address these things. So then I'm going to identify and I'm going to say, well, that's a choice. Or where do you think that's rooted? Because everything is rooted somewhere. I know, and I'm not trying to, and I had to check myself, right? I had to check myself. I had to check myself with my baby, because I'd be like, well, what do you think that's rooted in? What do you think's at the root of that? He's like, don't be psychologizing me. Oh, okay. You're right. I got to shift. I got to shift my perspective. Y'all listen. If for every one negative comment, you need 3 positives to outweigh it, that's a lot of extra work to do because you fooling with somebody. My sister said today, she posted, the lady apostle, Terry Robinson. Y'all know that's my girl. That's my sister. She posted and she said, if you are my enemy's friend, then you're not my friend. If you're my enemy's friend, you're not my friend. Because how can you know how someone has done me and then you become friends with them, right? And you really care about me. Listen, if somebody's dogging out somebody that I love, I can be cordial. Right? But I'm not going to be We're not finna be besties. We're not finna be talking all the time. We're not finna do that. Why? Because your motives towards someone that I love are not right. So why? Why do that? Why? And you got to ask yourself questions. You got to ask yourself questions. If you really love and care about someone, how can you be okay or sit back and allow someone else to just talk badly about them? And what would make you think it's okay to do that with someone that's close to the person? What would make you think that's okay? What would make you think that that's okay, that that's a sound move, that that's I got questions. And I believe that when we understand the role of venom, venom is designed to paralyze you. You'll understand why people do things, because they want to paralyze you. They don't want you to move forward, you know? And people, so look, there was a time in my life some stuff was going on, and people believed some stuff that was a lie. Now, one thing, if y'all ain't learned nothing else about me, y'all should have learned this. And I don't care how long you've been watching me. If I did it, I did it. If I said it, I said it. I don't have time for that. If I did it, I did it. If I said it, I said it. If you got a question, ask me. Ask me the question, and I'm going to tell you the answer. My daughter, I was hanging out with her, one of my goddaughters, honey. And she was saying that somebody was asking her something about me. She said, well, they said, well, do you think that she would tell you? She said, one thing about Dr. V, one thing about my godmama. Oh, she ain't gonna tell me the truth. She ain't gonna lie to her kids. She's not gonna do that. She's gonna say what, oh, yes, no, whatever. But do you know why I do that? Because that way people have no excuse for not knowing whether or not something is truth, because all they have to do is ask me. Now, when you choose not to ask me, you don't want to know. You want to make assumptions. You want to go off your assumptions. You want to go in that vein. That, like, you just want to be in that realm because you're looking for some stuff about me. You're looking for some stuff to tear me down. Why is it so important for you to tear me down? Why are you spending energy on tearing me down? Why are you trying to knock me down a peg, right? Because the truth of the matter is, you don't like how people act towards me. You don't like how people treat me. You don't like that. You don't like the favor that I have with people. You don't like the love that I get from people. You don't like that. You want what I have, but you can't have what I've got because you're choosing to operate out of a space that is not a space of love, light, positivity, God. There is nothing but negative there. And when you're operating from a space of nothing but negative, you're operating from the darkness. That's the darkness. Come out of the darkness and into the marvelous light, because I believe there's enough love in the world for everybody to be loved. There's enough love in the world for everyone to have what it is that they desire. Me being loved doesn't take anything away from you. You know, my kids had to grow up understanding that they shared me. You know, they talk about it to this day. They talk about how they had to share me with my students, right? And I had to tell them, listen, there is enough love to go around. No one else being loved precludes you being loved. Like, we can all be loved. Ain't that right, Kyle? Mm-hmm. So, you know, you've got to understand and you've got to know that when people are operating from these places, they mean you no good. Baby, can you turn that down for me? They mean you no good. None whatsoever. None. And it doesn't matter if they're family, quote unquote friends, business associates. Pay attention. Pay attention to what people do. Pay attention to what people say. Get rid of the negative. People bringing negative into your life, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Apostle Tammy said, how can two walk together except they agree? Y'all remember that from Forward Focus 21, right? That's one of the how can two walk together unless they agree? If we're not agreeing, we can't walk together. So why are we trying? You go your way, I go mine. You live your life, I live mine. We can be cordial. That's probably going to be it. Stop trying to please people. Stop trying to people please, because you can't. Some people you'll never be able to please. They'll always find something wrong. They'll always find a reason to say something negative. And how you treat me matters. How you treat me? Oh, it matters, because guess what? My time, my energy, my love, everything associated with me is precious. And what I've learned over this year, it's been really prevalent for me, this lesson. I do not cast my pearls before swine. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it. No. Mm-mm. There are people out there who really love me. People out there who really got me. And sometimes the people that got you most ain't your blood. Sometimes the people that got you most aren't the people that you call family. So you need to just come to grips with that right there. And know that just because someone's family doesn't mean they've got you. Oh, they may try to get you, but it doesn't mean they've got you. So identify the secret hate and the not so secret hate. The venom that's spewed, designed to paralyze you, keep you from moving forward. And you have to make some decisions. One thing about me, I'm big on decisions. I'm big on decisions. And the decisions that you make determine a lot about what happens in your life. I choose to be in a space of love and positivity. And if you're going to be negative, don't say it to me. Don't let me catch it in the spirit, because I'm not dealing with it. I'm just talking about me. I'm not. And I don't care who you are. I'm not dealing with it. You can be blood. You can be friend, quote unquote friend. You can be business associate. You can be somebody in the church. I don't care what your title is. I don't care who you are. I'm trying to tell you, you better stop casting your pearls before swine. You trying to save the world, and the world don't want to be saved. You putting all this energy in people, all this love in people that don't love you. In fact, they hate you. You better hold your stuff. Love them with the love of the Lord. But baby, don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. Lorianne said, amen, Dr. V. My time and my presence is precious, and everyone don't deserve it. Period. Period. You got to recognize it. Right, Frida. Right. Hey, Corey, how you doing, beautiful? Come on, Pat. What? Come on. So what are you going to do with yours? What are you going to do with yours? If I got to produce 3 positive thoughts to counter the 1 negative thing that you done said to me, nah, that's a lot of work, a lot of extra work that I'm not trying to do. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you have your space, your thoughts, your opinions. I just know that there are things I won't talk to you about. I just know that I might not be in your presence. I just know that I'm a limit interaction if there's interaction at all. And granted, there are situations where you have to have interaction, right? But you can choose what that interaction looks like. As for me, baby, I can't give you nothing that is being tossed back or venom is being spewed into, because it's too precious to me. Those things that are precious, you protect. Why would you take your baby and lay your baby at the feet of a snake and think that snake is not going to destroy that baby? I don't know if y'all remember, there was a whole story about a family, and they had a snake, and the snake would sleep with the baby, and the snake was up under the baby and all that. And one day, the snake did what snakes do, bit the baby and wrapped around it to kill it, and did. So why are you surprised when that snake that's sizing you up, they around just enough to size you up, see what you about, get your trust, so that they can measure you, bite you, paralyze you, wrap around you, and then squeeze the life out of you. You can hate me all you want. You can't stop nothing God is doing in my life. Period. What's for me is for me. good things are always going to happen to me. The favor of the Lord rests upon me. You can get mad every time the favor shows up, every time something works out for me, every time something good happens for me. You can just prepare to be sick of me, because, baby, that's what my life is. That's how it works. That's how it moves. That's how it flows. And it will forever, because I belong to the Most High. And He is not slack concerning His promises towards my life, because I'm not slack in living out what it is that He wants me to live out, loving people. Am I saying I'm perfect, that I'm without sin? Absolutely not. Let he is without sins cast the first stone. 133, y'all. 133. But know this. Know that even though I don't get everything right, I am righteous, right? I'm walking in righteousness. Why? Because it is His righteousness that makes me righteous, not my right doing. Okay? So I'm excited. I'm excited because, baby, what's finna happen is about to be off the chain as we go into 2023, because 2023 is the year of manifested miracles. I'm expecting miracle after miracle, miracle after y'all. I'm trying to tell you, miracle after miracle in my life and the lives of those connected to me. If you connected to me, baby, miracles is gonna show up in your life. They is. I said is. Yes, I did. I know it's they are, but I'm telling y'all, they is gonna show up. They're gonna show up because the people connected to me either have to line up. They gotta line up. Like, you gotta line up. You gotta line up with what God is doing, or they gotta move. It's the way it works. So, what you doing with your life? What's going on with yours? Are you manifesting miracles? Listen, in fact, I told them yesterday, all this week I've been talking about this manifested miracle seed. Sow your manifested miracle seed, your seed for the miracles that you want to see in your life, at Cash App $DRV Walters, Cash App $DRV Walters. Listen, and give the seed an assignment. Give the seed an assignment, $DRV Walters, and watch what God does. God desires to do exceedingly and abundantly above all you could think or ask. You got to know that God has a plan for your life. You got to know that He's got miracles loaded. Lorianne is sharing 133. We got this the other day too. When you see 133, it may come with a strong feeling of love being sent from your angels. They're reminding you that love is the pure essence of your being. If you are calling in love or a new relationship, this number reminds you to embody that love that you are, as this will only attract more love into your life. And that is why I love. That's why. You want more love, you got to give more love. Love, like, listen. God's love is amazing. It's amazing. And you guys, you deserve love. You deserve love. And you also deserve a plan. You also deserve the tools necessary to manifest the miracles that you desire in your life, to take control of your life, to really understand that everything that happens in your life is happening for you and not to you. So how is this happening for me? What is this doing in my life? What is it designed to produce? And that's what Vision 2023 Vision Retreat is about, helping you identify how you can take the things that are happening in your life for you, and understand that it's happening for you, and use it to produce those miracles that you desire in your life, to get clear on God's vision for your life, to become an active co-creator with God for vision for your life, to identify how to remove those things that are stopping you, the money blocks, the saboteurs. Like, how do you get rid of those things? How do you kill them? And what are they in your life? To know, and it's the beginning of understanding. You got to know it before you can understand it. You need to understand what's going on with you. You need to understand that. And then you can address it. Now, whether you address it or not is up to you. So 2023 Vision Retreat is happening in Nashville, Tennessee, December 26th through the 30th. December 26th through the 30th. It's going down live in Nashville or online. You can participate online. So we've got a virtual one as well. So live is $380. That includes your stay and a meal, and virtual is $200. I need you to make a way to be in the place. We've got a few spots left, but I need you guys to make a way to be in the place, because it's going to be life-changing. And then on December 28th, we've got our Vision Strategy Day. That day is all about all the things needed in order to get clear, to remove the things in the way, to get clear on God's vision for your life, to be able to create your vision board that you can help to produce that vision in real life, right? And how to start the actions to get it. Y'all, this is all about that. That day, December 28th, is $100 live in Nashville, includes a meal, and $75 online. Y'all, play with it if you want to. We'll be giving the reports afterwards, and y'all can catch it that way. 144. So even if I don't talk about these numbers, 111, 122, 133, we talked about 144. Look it up. Register. Go register. If you can't attend everything live, it is recorded and you will get the recordings. Okay. But what you're going to want to do is be in the place. You want to be there. Why do you want to be there? Because you want to take full advantage of all of the tools that God has given in order to help you accomplish what it is that He is doing in your life. Look, you all, I'm not going to stay on here. I got to go. But know this. And when I say this, I mean this. Okay. Know that I love you to life. I don't wish death or ill will on anyone. Okay. But you're not going to bring your negative over here. I still love you to life, but you're not going to bring it over here. Cut, canceled. No, I'm not doing it. Okay. Look, maximize your day. Be great. Change the world and let your day be epic. Love you guys to life and life more abundant. Be blessed. Mwah.